So today we have this restrictive Candy Crush and watch this video on 1.5. So if you are coming for revision, I'll just go on to the code and I'll just revise it for you. What we are doing basically is we are keeping a stack of pairs and we are inserting the character and the count of that character. Here what we are doing, we have declared our stack, and if a stack is empty, just count is when basically it's the starting. Push the pair, which is push the character and push it count. What else what we are doing? Else if we have the previous element, for example, when we are pushing now, if the top of the stack is equals to our current element, basically if we have two similar elements, what we need to do, increase the count by one, increase the previous count by one, and push that pair into our stack. So now we have, I'll just give an overview very quickly for the revision, then I'll explain the code. What we are doing, G count was 1, then E came, count became 1 again, then E came again, so these two are same. Then what we'll do, we'll increase the count, we'll increase the previous count by 1, and we'll push these two values. These are pair now, a key value pair. So we'll push this key value pair in our stack. Then K will come, then again count will be equals to 1. Then again F will come, O will come, R will come. Then again G will come, again for them count will be 1 1 1. Then E will come, so count will be 1 again, and again E will come, so our count will be 2. And what will check if our count is equals to our K is the value, in which we need to delete our element. For example, K is the integer that we need to remove them. So that was the overview. For if you are coming for revision, what we are doing, if count is equals to K, just keep popping them until your count becomes 0. Basically you have popped all the similar element according to the K. Else if the top is not same, if the number is different, you need not to do anything, keep the count 1 and push it into a stack. And here we are printing the stack. Now I'll explain this in detail. So you might have already read the question. Says that you need to remove these many elements, these many consecutive elements. So this can be 2, this can be 4, anything. So brute force is very simple. Just go for two different loops. Just go for two different loops and keep checking. If the I plus 1 and I is equal, then I plus 1 plus 2, like there will be three different loops or two different loops. It does not matter. We do not want to do it from brute force. So first, I'll explain for stack. If the stack, this is first explain if the k is 2. There are three different ways: brute force and stack one. So I'll explain if k is 2, what we'll do. If k is 2, basically, if we need to remove two elements only. So this is our stack. This is our basically output. So what we'll do, we'll insert each and every element, each and every character or element into our string, and what we'll do, we'll keep check of top of the stack to the current character we are inserting. For example, how we'll do, we'll keep inserting our element. We have inserted our G, okay, and we'll keep the check of S of top, the topmost element, with our current element, current element, like we have inserted G. Now we are inserting E, so we'll check G with E. If these two are equal, these two are not equal, then push E very easily. Then again we'll check our S top. S top is E now, and what is our current character? That is also E. So if these two are equal, what we'll do, we'll pop the top of stack, and we'll keep going. So this element was inserted, this was inserted, this was inserted, but this element, when it came, it checked with the top of the stack, and these two came similar. So these two were similar, so what we did, basically we popped these element and we never inserted this. So according to this method, we have popped two element basically, and currently we have in our stack only G. Now after that, we'll move on to the K. So we'll insert K because K and G are not similar. Then we'll move on to S. Then we'll move on F, O, R. Then again E will come. E will be inserted, but again when another E will come, these two, like this is stack top and this is our current character. So these two matches. So what we'll do, we'll pop them, and in the end our answer will be something like G K S. FORGKS. So that will be our answer. You just need to print stack from bottom to top. So that will be our output. So the same thing I've written here. After single iteration, we'll have our desired output. But the thing is, okay, so I've shown the demonstration over here also. Like first element was G was inserted here. Then second element was E was checked with top. These two were not same, E was inserted. Then third element was E, it was checked with top. These two were same, so we need to pop the top. We popped this E. Again element was K was not equals to the top, K was not equals to the top, so K was inserted, then S was inserted, then F was inserted. That's how like this whole process will go on. But the problem is, okay, it's okay for 2, but the problem is how we'll do for 3, like how we'll do when K is 3. We were popping two element. How we were managing in two? We were managing because the top of the element and the element we are currently on, these are two element. Okay, we can check and we can pop very easily for s equals to 2. But if s is equals to 3, you need to check for this element also, no? So you can then if you'll say that we have to run another loop, we'll run another loop for k equals to 0, then it's one on the same thing, na? Like brute force. So what we need to do is when k is 3, 5 or 4, something else, like when the value is something else, we need to declare stack pairs. We need to declare a stack of pairs, a pair of character and its count. So what we'll do, we'll mark each character, whichever character will come, we'll mark it like the previous way. We'll mark k was marked with 1. Okay, this is its count, this is its count, and this is our character. Now we'll iterate on to the next element. Next element will be E will be marked with 1 again, because these two elements are not same. The same thing which I explained. What will happen will, what will happen is, every time a same character appears in sequence, I'll explain. If the same character appears in sequence, like these two are different, no problem. Now E appears, so these two are same. How we'll check? We'll check current element is E, and we'll check top of S. Okay, we'll check. Now what we'll do, we'll keep this count. This count we are keeping now. This is basically like a key value pair. E is 1, G is 1, then another E came into the picture. So this E will be 2. This E will be 2 because we are keeping a count that yes, we already have one E, and if another E came, so the total count will be equals to 2. So we are keeping a count. Now how our stack will look, I'll just erase it and show you how our stack will look after we have pushed G, E and E into our stack. So this will be our stack. Yep, this will be our stack, and our stack will look something like this: G with 1, E with another one, another E with 2. Okay, but simultaneously we need to check the most important thing which we need to check is, if this count is equals to K. Why we are checking this? Why we are checking? I'll tell you. We are here checking this. If this count is equals to K, means we were inserting same element. Just imagine this. For example, G, and E, and our K was, just imagine, it was 3. So we have inserted G with count 1, we have inserted E with count 1, we have inserted another E, so the count is 2. Now we have inserted another E, so the count is 3. So according to our question, whenever we find three consecutive elements, we need to pop them all. So why we are checking this count with our K? We are checking this count with our K, that if at any point this given count becomes equals to K, that means from that point we need to pop all these elements until this count becomes 0. Like you should hear this again, and you should get it next time. For example, I'll take another K A, ठीक है? This is my string. Okay, so my K is given like 3, which means whenever I'll file 3 consecutive element, I need to pop them. So K is inserted in 1. Okay, K basically it gives me the count. Now A is insert, and what we are checking? We are checking if the K is equals to the count also. So currently count is 1 and K is 3. K is 3 and count is 1. So these are not equal now. Count of A is 1. Again we encountered I. Then again we encountered I. At this point we have encountered 3 A's. We have encountered 3 A's, and how many number we need to pop if they are consecutive? 3 only. So we have found that there are 3 consecutive numbers in our stack, and we need to pop them also till what limit we will pop? We'll pop till this count becomes 0. Till this count becomes 0 basically. While this is what we are using. While this count minus this count becomes 0, we'll keep popping. Basically we'll just remove them. So in this example of G, E, and this example was of 2 only, so this thing is 2, so the count is equals to our k. So what we'll do, we'll pop them. Now we'll keep moving forward. And how we'll move forward, this was for if the top is same. Basically, if the elements are same, we are cross checking. Okay, you are same, no worries, I have no problem with you. But if the count gets same, means if you are equal to the number of element I need to pop. For example, k was 4 and you guys are 4 in total, so what I'll do, I'll start popping. So else if you guys are not same, like you guys are different, so I have no problem. Just take your token, just take your count and get inserted into my into my stack basically. So that's how this loop is working, and this while thing is just printing them out. So that's what I've written here. There will be three cases. Stack is empty, either stack is equals to either the current element, either the current element is equals to the previous character, previous element, or the current element is a new character. So if stack is empty, what we'll do, we'll just push the element and keep it count, like in G na. In G, the stack was empty. So what we did, G was pushed with value 1. Okay. Second case was this one, because we encountered a new character and it was not at all similar to the top of it, top of stack. So we encountered new character, we gave him his new count and we entered, like we basically asked him to enter in our stack. Now the third case was this case. Our top of the element was equals to our current element. If they are equal, then what we need to do, we need to increase the count. So count was increased to 2, and after that what we check if our k is equals to 2. Is it true? Like we were checking this in every situation, I'll tell you here. We were checking this in every situation whenever we encountered the same character. Now whenever we encountered same character, we were checking. After pushing it, we were checking if these two element were our element, like if this count was the count where I need to start my popping thing. So I'll be a Drake and I'll keep popping. So else this will happen and this will just print. So I hope this would have helped you. So thank you so much. I'll see you in the next